Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite ostomy accessories and favorite things, favorite tips and tricks and stuff like that. And I just want to say you are very lucky because look at where you are right now. I have welcomed you into my throne room. Now I just want to let you know that this video is not sponsored in any way. None of the products or what, I can give you the links to them. To most of them, I think. But this is all just stuff that I use regularly. The reason I'm making this video is because last year I was asked to give a talk at the National UOAA conference. I had the privilege of being asked to be on a panel with a few of my friends, and we got to talk about our ostomy favorite things. And I thought, you know what? There were only about 20 or 30 people in that room, if that, and so I feel like more people should have access to this information. I can definitely make more videos like this, but I thought this was a good place to start, and hopefully it helps you out in some way. It might not. You might already know about all of these things, and I don't help you at all. But I'm gonna do my best. This is just what I do. These are the things that I found work best for me. So let's go. So I'm gonna go through a list of 10 of my favorite ostomy things. But before we start that list, we can't talk about accessories and stuff without a way to carry them around if we need to. And it just so happens that I recently got a special package from my friend April. She's a new friend. She's awesome. I love meeting fellow Ostomate friends. Go check her out on social media. She goes by That Girl with the Bag. And I'll put her a link to her social media and her Etsy store in the description of this video. But I wanted to show you what she sent me. I got this from her store, and it is very cool. It is a customized ostomy accessory bag. All my ostomy crap. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. This opens up. It hangs, as you saw. It's got a little zipper pouch here. Just tons of compartments. You can zip that open. Plenty of space in there. 3 open pockets right here. Another see-through mesh pocket down here. And you know what? She is so great. I'm sure she does this with a lot of the things that she sends. Oh, I didn't tell you. In her Etsy store, she makes ostomy bag covers. Tons of different colors and stuff. I'll put some up on the screen. But now she's starting to make these customized accessory bags too. And she sent me a couple little gifts with it. A little card that says, "Thank you for supporting my small business. You're ready. Start traveling the world with confidence using your new Ostomy Supply travel bag." And then it came with these branded silicone bracelets. These are great. And then I didn't even open this yet, but another little gift that's in there. I just got the accessory bag. I didn't know all these other little gifts were going to come with it. She's awesome. But it says, "Sometimes you forget you're awesome. So this is your reminder." And it's just on the cover of this little guy. And I'm assuming, yes, it's a mirror. Oh, look, there you are. This can hold a ton of stuff. I've already packed it and it had way more room than I even need for the stuff that I travel with in terms of ostomy supplies. So I could throw a few of my regular toiletries in here as well. It's awesome. Thank you so much, April. Everyone head over to her store if you need new ostomy bag covers and such. Now let's move on with a list of 10 of my favorite ostomy things. Okay, number 1, shower caps. I use these occasionally. It's definitely not an everyday use. But if you're ever wanting to shower and just not get your ostomy bag wet at all, your wafer and stuff will still get a little wet, but this is great if you don't want your ostomy bag to be soaking after the shower. You can slip this over it just like a regular ostomy bag cover. And then what I like to do is once you've got it on, or before, just know where you cut, just cut a little slit down here at the bottom so that if it does collect any water, it just will drain out. And this works really well. These are really easy to get. I got a pack of 15 for $1 at Walmart. So these help if you're in a rush and you don't want to have to worry about drying your bag off. Number 2, I hope you're ready for this big boy. Oh yeah. You're wondering, what in the world does he do with this big fan? Well, I like to inflate my ostomy bags with air before... No, I'm just kidding. So I know a lot of people use hair dryers to dry off their ostomy after the shower, the swimming pool, stuff like that. But I like to have things happening all at the same time. So I leave this bad boy right next to my bathroom sink. And as soon as I get out of the shower, and then while I'm like, you know, grooming my beard or brushing my teeth or whatever, I'll just let this bad boy run. And it's drying off my ostomy as I'm doing other things. And you might think this is a little overkill. What can I say? I thought it... I just wanted to get the most powerful thing I could put next to my sink. But when I'm traveling, I usually take this little guy. I've traveled for a few days and it fit perfectly with all my clothes and accessories and toiletries in a carry-on bag. And this is just a little fan that you plug into the wall. Yes, you can still use a blow dryer, but this is if you want to do other things and just let it kind of dry off while you're doing something else. And then there's one more that I'll take traveling if I have more room in my luggage. And that is this guy, because it's a little bigger, a little bit more powerful. It has a stand, but also you can take the stand apart and then you can just clip it onto the counter or a door or just the vanity, you know, whatever. It's very cool. So, and then it just slips right back in there and it's a stand again. So yes, I love to have a fan by my sink to dry off my ostomy after a shower or after getting out of the pool or something. Number 3. Now this one is debatable. It's a little controversial and I don't use it all the time. In fact, I only use it if I'm wearing, I try products from different companies. I haven't worn my usual products in like a month now because I've been trying things from other companies, which I recommend that you do. But this I would recommend very rarely if you're wearing a product where the flange has that tape along the outside of it. I'm not sure how many companies have that. I know one for sure. And this I just use on the very, very edge under that tape if I feel like I'm going to need it. Anyway, so what it is, the Skin Tack wipes, you've probably heard of them. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't. They are alcohol based, so don't hate me. This is... I cut the box up when I went to the conference so that I could actually not have to bring a whole box with me on the plane and everything. But this is what the front of the box will look like if you order it on Amazon. Anyway, what they are is they're just super sticky wipes. So if you're going to use it, I just put it at the very edge of where and I'm not scrubbing it on. I'm just like barely brushing it on very lightly in a small spot where I think that tape might come up because I'm going to be really active or something. And just a warning, it is very sticky, so don't like put it everywhere because your clothes are gonna stick to it. It's gonna get stuck on your face. Like I actually apply it, I hold it with tweezers while I'm putting it on because my fingers are sticky after I use it. So use it very sparingly, but if you need it, it works. I would not put it like under the barrier close to the stoma or anything like that. Seriously, just if you need it a little bit at the edges. That's all. But it works really well, so I'm going to recommend it because I've used it. Number 4, this good old M9 spray from Hollister. Now what I like about this is that it doesn't really have a scent. It's odorless and you can travel with it. It's just a nice little bottle you can take. You can spray it right before you go to the bathroom, while you're going to the bathroom, and it does a really good job of getting rid of the odor. There are a lot of sprays out there. Like I've been made fun of by roommates before when I use like all those different kinds of sprays, and they're like, dude, those sprays aren't helping the smell. It just smells like you like went to the bathroom in a field of strawberries, and it doesn't actually get rid of the odor or anything. So this actually gets rid of the odor. It's very nice. They do have bigger bottles of it, but I will say that lately Glade has been doing a lot better with whatever their formula is, and these sprays actually do get rid of the odor, and they smell nice. So they've done much better with their formula because all those other kind of sprays out there, they just kind of add to the smell of, you know. The only problem with those name brand ones like Glade and stuff like that is they're hard to travel with. If you know of a good small can that's aerosol and gets rid of the smell and stuff, if you know of a better one, please let me know and let the others know in the comments. This is just what I use, all right? These are great. Okay, number 5. You probably guessed that this was going to be on the list because I don't know many people whose lists this is not on. But Stealth Belt. Now, there are other companies who make wraps, but I feel like Stealth Belt does the best job. I have 4 of them. So this is the older version of their Pro Belt. It's very nice. And then I got another Pro Belt last year, and they have really upped their quality. Just a lot nicer, better material, more stretchy, but also more durable. I love it. I also have their neoprene one for swimming. It's thicker, goes on nice and tight, doesn't come off. It always goes on when I go swimming. And then lastly, this is a new one that I got because anytime that I dress up in a suit and tie, I'm usually in a white shirt. And I didn't realize that they had just plain white plain white Stealth Belts. So I got a plain white one to go under my usual dress shirts. And it works really well. Pretty awesome. Number 6, this might also be a little bit of a debatable, controversial one. But unless I'm home and I have my regular trash, you need some kind of trash bag as you're out and about. And I prefer these dog bags for picking up dog poop. These are biodegradable, compostable, and I take them like on really long hikes or when I'm traveling and stuff, and they're great. And they're cheap, and they come in packs of like 7,000. Okay, not 7,000. Actually, I'll just show you. Look at the size. I'll tear one off. I mean, that's great. Just the right size for getting all your stuff in there and doing your thing. Okay, number 7 are these 4-inch gauze pads that I get from Walmart. Now, Walmart is just the closest store to me. It's like down the street. But you can get them wherever you want. So I know when people change their bags, they're always using different paper towels and stuff. I feel like those are a little rough, and I don't know. I just wanted something a little higher quality to be dabbing off my stoma, cleaning around the area and everything. These are pretty reasonably priced. I only change my bag about 4 to 6 times a month. And so if you're a lot more than that, if you're like 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, I still don't think these will break the bank, but you know, maybe paper towels are the best if you're having to change that much. But what I like about these is that they're nice and soft, and they pack a lot into a little. Like, you can unfold these bad boys like crazy. And they unfold into all these squares, and I cut up all the individual squares and have them ready to go, because just one square, I'll fold it back down to a size of 1 square. That goes right over my stoma, and I can clean up around my stoma with it. It goes over it while I'm trying to shave or something. These are awesome. Just another option for if you're changing your bag and you don't want to use like wipes or paper towels or something like that. I just feel a little bit better using these. Number 8, handy dandy grape juice. I know that when people have blockages, there are lots of remedies and stuff. People will talk about drinking, sugary sodas and things like that because the sugar and the carbonation help to kind of get things moving. But one thing I can't do with a Coke is just like chug it.
Why is it spicy?
And so I don't get blockages too much, thankfully. However, if I do start to feel one, or if I notice that things aren't moving that well, and I don't do this often, I actually haven't done it in months, but I'll just chug one of these guys, and it will flush me right out, and then I'm good the rest of the day. And it helps to actually, just kind of flush things through and get things moving. All right, number 9 is a more traditional accessory that most people use. I apologize if you were looking for things like barrier extenders or the little moldable rings and stuff like that, or adhesive removers. I have found what works best for me, and in terms of like the actual ostomy bags and flanges and stuff, and so I don't use a ton of that stuff. I found stuff that works really well with my skin, so I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of those like usual accessories to recommend, but they're all out there. There's tons of them. Try them all, for real. But this is one of the more regular ones that I use, and it's just stoma powder. This is the Adapt from Hollister, and this is the Stoma Adhesive from Convatec. They're both great options, and I just put a little bit around my stoma as I'm putting my flange on, or my wafer, my barrier, whatever you like to call it, just so that it keeps the moisture from that innermost part of the barrier, just to stop the moisture for a little bit longer. As I'm getting a new bag started. So Both of these powders are awesome. If you want me to make a video on how I use it or anything like that, let me know. Finally, number 10. Oh, that's right. Number 10 is in every bathroom. Just 2 squares of toilet paper. You might be asking, Nate, what do you do with 2 squares of toilet paper? Well, let me tell you. I was going to say, let me show you, but I don't think we need to go that far, like that much in detail. So anyway, as we all know, using an ostomy bag, we have to like really aim down into the water of a toilet, or else output gets stuck on the front of a toilet or whatever, or it doesn't flush that good. We always have to do like 1 or 2 courtesy flushes. Or there's the plop, where if you aim directly for that water, something's gonna come back up and splash you. What I do, and I've done this for years and I love it, at home, I've got a little bit better toilet paper, and so I just need 2 squares of it. Now, out at a public restroom or something with, that thinner, cheaper stuff, I might take a little bit more, like maybe twice as much as this, and kind of fold it over. But all I'll do with this is place it right in the front of the toilet, not in front of in the front of the toilet bowl, inside of the toilet bowl, with just some of it in the water and some of it out of the water. And then I just empty my bag very casually, very easily. I'm not like straining to get everything into the water. I'm honestly just aiming for a little bit of the water and the toilet paper. Because guess what? As soon as you flush that bad boy, it's going to take the water is going to take this toilet paper and just whoosh, pull everything right down. You don't have a dirty front of your toilet. You don't have to do as many courtesy flushes because most of it goes down with the toilet paper. This is one of my favorite ostomy hacks. It just works. I don't know. All right, those were 10 of my favorite ostomy things. Here are a few honorable mentions, some of them tangible, some of them not tangible. I was going to show you the different razors and stuff I use to shave around my ostomy, but I think I might make a separate video about that. Another thing that I love is just having a 2-piece ostomy system. 1, you can take care of your stoma if something's going wrong. 2, you can get a better cut and fit around your stoma because the bag isn't in the way as you're trying to put it on. Like, you can cut the wafer exactly how you want it and get it placed right and then put the bag on. And 3, I don't love it. Like, who loves letting gas out into the world and smelling it? But I am always burping my ostomy, and I'm doing it like one-handed, just like shh, let the air out, shh, close it back up. And with a 1-piece, that's a little bit more of a process. So having a 2-piece, if you can find one that works for you, I feel it's much better. At the very beginning, I worried about how secure they were, but I've tried 2 pieces from, I think, every company, like all the main companies here in America, and I haven't had a problem with it actually accidentally like popping off. Maybe one time when I was tired and I ran into a doorknob. And that was back in college, like a long, long time ago. So 2 pieces are great. Another thing that I can't stress enough, and this is probably the best this is the best recommendation I can give you. There are still a couple honorable mentions, but this is the best advice I can give you. Study your stoma. Study your stoma, study your new body, figure out how your stoma acts in all kinds of situations. What it's like when you're standing, what it's like when you're sitting, what it's like when you're exercising, what it's like when you've been sleeping, what it's like right after you get up from sleeping, what it's like when you've been exercising for a while and then you sit down for a minute. Figure out how your body acts, how your stoma acts, how it digests things, what your output is like in terms of like what happens so long after you eat this and what I know it sounds like a lot, but it's just pay attention to it. Learn your stoma inside and out. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Get to know this thing. This is your new best friend. And if you treat it right and learn how it works and understand it, I promise you'll find a bunch of accessories and things that work exactly right for you, and it might be nothing that I've talked about today. but the best thing you can do is to really study how your new body works. Second to last thing, and then I'll let you get out of here, is chewing your food well. You're gonna have a lot less problems if you just chew your food really, really well. And I have an incredible story about a chicken bone that I will tell later. If you've watched the video this far, comment chicken bone in the comments so that I know that you want to hear that story, because it probably deserves a video of its own. Or maybe I'll do a video of all the funny and embarrassing things that have happened to my ostomy. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. All right, my very last ostomy favorite thing is ostomy friends. Whew. I will not get emotional. The toilet paper is still here. You will learn more and feel better and feel stronger and more courageous and more secure in yourself and your whole ostomy life if you find a support group or if you make some friends online. Making ostomy friends is one of the best things you can do. Probably the best thing you can do. You'll learn a ton of stuff. You'll feel so much more confident, especially when you get to hang out with them in person, because you get to talk about things that you can't really talk about comfortably with anyone else. It will change your life to make some ostomy friends. And if we ever meet in person, I hope we can be friends, because I'm sure that we can help each other out a lot. That's all I have for you. I hope you've liked this video. I hope it's helped somebody out there. Let me know if it has. I'll try to put whatever links I can in the description, and if I don't, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll do my best to help you find the product for yourself. You guys have a great day, great week. Till I see you again. I'm trying to make more of these long form videos. I know I post a lot of shorts, but I've got a backlog of those and not enough long form. So I'm trying to get stuff out to you guys. Just stick with me, all right? Everyone have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.